Good morning, vloggy vlog. I am a starving Marvin, so good morning from me and my chia pudding that I made yesterday night. I just finished my Pilates class and now it's time to take on the day. Today we have an excited event for Abercrombie, and I keep saying Abercrombie and I just found out that it's Abercrombie. We are driving up to LA from OC to go to the event of their new wedding collection, and apparently it's at the old house that was used to be owned by Taylor Swift. I don't know, the celebrities, they just switch houses, like they switch boyfriends every single month, which is a fun problem to have, I guess. Before that we have a couple of errands to run. Cheers! Pets! We have siblings going to the vet today. Are you ready, Toby? Get your poor little ear checked. Ready and go. Good job. She is very car sick, so every time we take her to the vet, she's throwing up all over the place. But having animals is great until it comes to going to the vet. We go to the vet probably every 2 months consistently. Toby is a lab, which is famous for having ear infections. Both our cats are adopted from a shelter, so both of them have feline herpes and HIV, which are chest illnesses. I don't know, they have flare-ups constantly, so we constantly have to go and get the antibiotics and get them checked out. It's just constant bills and bills and bills, and if you have pets, you know how expensive pet care and pet vet visits are in United States.
But that's
so
only today. None of these things existed when my parents had pets.
I am almost confident that the reason for all the diseases is food. There's no regulations when it comes to food for animals in America. And my cat in Poland is 16 years old and has never been sick ever in her life. So something is up in here. See how much money we spent at today's vet visits. Toby, unfortunately, we're not going to the dog park. I'm sorry.
You lied.
Less fun.
You lied to me. I'm not happy about this either, Pitts. I don't want you to go to the vet any more than you do.
Trust me, we don't want to spend the money. Ready, Toby? Hop. Be a good patient, Toby.
Toby just spent the last 5 minutes trying to hump every dog in the lobby. Now he's calm because I have a treat.
Betsy wants a treat too. Total for our visit today was $300. It seems like every time we come, it is $300, right?
Yeah, and LA was every time like 1,000, so at least that's good.
Yeah, it's much better than LA for sure, but still $300 for just ear drops and antibiotic is a little bit outrageous. I'm actually considering going to vet school and just becoming a vet myself to save on our vet bills.
Vet school's probably more expensive.
In America, probably, yeah. But now we're gonna go home, get ready, take Toby on a long walk because he's going to be a couple of hours alone at home today, and head to LA.
To go to Taylor Swift's house. I'm
going to get into in-depth list of reasons why we moved out of LA while we're driving to LA, because I will have plenty of time in traffic, talk about it. But this is one of the reasons. This is right next to our house. We can have Toby over here just running off leash. We're 10 minutes from the beach. We can take bikes anywhere we want and it's absolutely fine. It's calm, it's relaxing. Living in a city is fun, and I am definitely a city girl. I grew up in the outskirts of a pretty big city in Poland. So I definitely cannot imagine living in a countryside. But being in LA for 6 years felt like we are in a cage. Felt like going anywhere is just such an effort and such a hassle. Traffic to go even a mile is so bad, it takes you about 30 minutes to get anywhere you need to go. And we're just kind of over that. And even though I grew up in the city in Poland, I still had fields kind of the same as here, right behind my house. So I was still used to having access to nature, and I definitely miss that in LA. LA is just a bunch of roads and streets, and there is not much greenery, and that's something I was really longing for. So we're much happier. Toby is also much happier here, being able to take those beautiful nature walks and be so close to the beach. Now that we collected ourselves and we're finally in the car on our way to the event, we can chit chat a little bit. So as you can see by the title of this video, as you guys can see by the title of this video, I wanted to talk a little bit about the reasons why we moved out of Los Angeles. We've lived in LA for 6 years and we've tried multiple different places. We started in Koreatown, which is near downtown. Then we moved to the valley because we wanted a little bit more quiet. Then we moved back to the city, to Beverly Hills, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
We moved 3 times. And finally, last year we decided we kind of want to try a little bit, something a little bit less crowded and more calm and more naturey. I mentioned that overall cost of living in OC is much cheaper than in LA. We pay exactly the same amount as we paid in Beverly Hills, but our house is probably 5 times bigger. It's 2 stories house with 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, a yard, garage. That's something that we could only dream about in LA. Another thing, as I mentioned on my walks with Toby, just being closer to nature and just having access to any greenery or trees is very nice. I think that LA is a very much a transitional place. I think it's a place where people come to achieve their goals and dreams, and everybody is kind of in their own headspace trying to get somewhere. There's a lot of fake, there's a lot of stepping on other people to achieve some personal goals and agendas. So we're kind of tired of that and wanted some real humans around us. Fun fact, we moved to OC in September 2023, and we've made more friends living here for 5-6 months than we've made for 6 years living in Los Angeles. People are just so much nicer, down to earth. We also are so close to literally everything. I said that the beach is like 10-minute bike ride from our house, but also every store you can possibly imagine. Target, Home Depot, Vons, literally any store on planet Earth is within 5 minutes from our house, versus in LA, whenever you have to go somewhere, it's like an adventure. You have to prep yourself mentally, take a deep breath, meditate before. It's just so stressful. There's people everywhere, cars everywhere, traffic all the time on every street possible. So we're just wasting way less time living in OC. Living in LA felt like I'm on edge constantly. Felt like I'm just anxious because there's people everywhere. The amount of homeless people in LA in the past 3 years got completely out of control. There's tents on every street. Beverly Hills is a separate city from Los Angeles. Not many people know that. So there's separate rules than the rules in LA, and the camping is not allowed, so there's no homeless people. But as soon as you step outside of the Beverly Hills, what are they called, borders, there's tents, homeless people. LA is not what it is shown in the movies and on TV with the high contrast, especially Kardashians. They always show the Beverly Hills, like the Palm Street, that's like famous street with the giant palm trees, and they just oversaturate the greens and the blues to make Malibu look like this crazy exotic place, and the color of the grass is just unreal. And in reality, it's not really like that. Of course, Malibu is very nice, Beverly Hills is very nice, but outside of that, LA is not a pretty and not a very aesthetic place. Now, there are moments that I actually do miss LA because there are certain workout classes, for example, that were only in LA and I miss them. or just my friends, couple of friends that we've made in LA. I am not saying I would never want to go back to LA. I think if we had enough money to live either in Malibu, just somewhere closer to the beach, or what is it called? Palisades, which is in between Malibu and Santa Monica. That's a very nice area with beautiful houses overlooking the ocean. If I had that amount of cash, I would consider moving back to LA. What else do you like about LA? Silence.
The fact that you have more wealth chasing you.
What Randy means is just being surrounded by wealthy people motivates you to work harder. In Beverly Hills, all our neighbors, of course, were successful business people or real estate people or doctors. I think that was driving us to work really hard. Not that we don't work hard now, we of course do. I think the wealth in LA, there's a lot of fake wealth. There's people that pretend that they have money or want to seem like they have money versus, see maybe not in the area that we are right now, but like Newport or Corona del Mar, right? That's like old money. That's like real money. Like people having yachts and stuff. I don't think people in LA have that. Always joking that LA is the only place on earth where somebody can have a Lambo and live in an apartment complex with 5 roommates in 1 bedroom. That tells you a lot about LA money. Okay, enough of this blabbing. We have an hour and a half left to get to LA, and I need to turn on my karaoke session so Randy can hear me singing, because that's what I do when we drive places. The infamous Hollywood sign, in case you guys haven't seen it yet. This is just a little taste of what tents in LA look like. Now that we arrived to the event, I'm gonna switch to the voiceover because it was extremely loud and impossible to talk. Now the one thing about me is that I'm never late.
Yeah, always early.
So we arrived like 30 minutes before the event even starts, and now
then we
have
went to go get a coffee.
And we're still 30 minutes before, so we're just standing outside waiting. Straight for the champagne. Cheers.
Only when you have to talk to people. Real reason we come to these things.
You just ruined the video. The event Abercrombie put together was actually really cute. They had multiple stations showing their new collections, and it was sponsored by Base and by Rare Beauty. So there was just little products laying around and of course free drinks. I saw this table and I really want it. I probably can't afford even a piece of it, but it was so cute. We also got a cute Polaroid together, but then we got hungry and decided to bounce to go eat some food. This is LA for you. Traffic everywhere. Beauty of living in LA is also not ever knowing if you're able to park in places.
Pretty sure we're not.
It's white, but there is no meter, so we don't know if we can park here or not. So we might be risking our car right now. Towed away yet?
Not yet. When's your first time though?
And their drinks changed their entire menu.
I don't know if they did.
The whole menu is
No,
changed.
they have all the same stuff.
We've never had shrimp before, which is great for me to have shrimp now, but I was standing there trying to order for like 15 minutes, trying to study the menu because it's new.
You think it's better than Panini Kebab Grill?
I don't know because I haven't had shrimp from here yet.
Yeah, we'll see.
But the salmon used to be worse.
You know what needs shrimp? What place
Chipotle.
needs? Yeah, Chipotle. Get on your game.
It's a petition. Chipotle.
Yeah. Really?
Please.
Is there an actual
Have
petition?
shrimp. No.
Oh, you're starting.
I'm starting it.
Okay. I thought somebody else was on top of this.
Because my stomach hurts and I don't eat meat, so I need shrimp.
Yeah.
Or salmon.
It's unbelievable they haven't done it yet. And it's like a Mexican place and they don't have shrimp. Unbelievable. Do better.
We got our food. We're classy eating in the car because there's no parking anywhere in LA. Another great benefit of living in LA. Here's your sandwich. I got myself a salad with some shrimpies on top. Yum yum. Overall, We drove here to spend about 50 minutes at the event. Here's my delicious salad. And then we're going to chomp that up and then drive back home. So
just to wrap it up, it was 3 or 4 hours of driving for a 50-minute event, 3 free drinks,
flowers,
and
Polaroid.
0 connections.
We did good. Now we're gonna go.
We did good.
Now we're gonna be.
Did we do good?
We're gonna drive back home and see you guys in the next one. Blow a kiss.
Let me eat my sandwich.